Man, I'm really excited about this one. Have my good friend Trey, man of faith, great business guy in the wealth management space. Trey, how are you doing today?
Corey, it's been a great day. It's good to be with you.
Man, awesome. Well, Trey, tell us a little bit about your business. What do you got going on, man?
Yeah, so 6.5 years ago, one of my closest friends from college and we started a wealth management and insurance business.
Right.
So we work with those that are in and nearing retirement. So we've got financial advisors, CPAs, Medicare specialists, insurance agents. And over the last 6 years, we've moved a little over $150 million. And the Lord just blessed our business. So we've got a great team. One of the nice things about my industry is if you have a couple of the right A players, you can do some pretty significant things.
Yeah.
And so we've worked hard, and God's really just blessed the things that we've done.
Yeah, so repeat that again. How much? 100 and what?
Yeah, a little over 150 million we've moved in the last 6 years.
Man, we're not talking thousands, we're talking millions. that's what
right.
it's about, man.
That's right.
Well, we're on this generational wealth journey by faith, man. That's one of the reasons you're here. That's why I'm here. I really have a heart for that. Obviously, you do too. What does it mean to you to be on this generational wealth path?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the Bible says pretty clearly that a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And I think what's interesting is a lot of people, I think a lot of Christians especially, think that you go from broke to wealthy. And a lot of people don't realize that the Bible says that God gives us the ability to gain wealth.
Yeah.
And so I think one of the things that, that I've found, and anybody that's really built something, is that you don't go from broke to rich because you had an opportunity overnight. You gain it over time. And when you're in real estate, it's the same thing, right? You start with the property, and over time you gain wealth. So for me, I think wealth is just a result of becoming the person that God's called you to be. And I think, one of the things I think a lot of us think is that you have to have a big income to do that.
Yeah.
And I think a big income should be a goal. You should have a skill set that pays you well.
Yeah.
But I've met with dentists that make $400,000 a year, and after 30 years, they've got $400,000 a 401k. Yeah. And I've met with that dentist assistant that made $40,000 a year, and they retired with $1.2 million. So God gives us the ability to gain wealth. And I think for me, the thing that I love about it is that we have the opportunity so that our kids don't have to start at the floor like we did. Yeah. They get to start at our top.
Yeah, 100%. Get on our shoulders and bounce up, man.
That's right.
We can build the building, they can fill it with tenants.
That's right. That's right.
That's the best, man. So obviously, you're killing it right now. Generational wealth, the wealth management. So man, you said in just a short period, 6 years, you accomplished all that. Yeah. So man, in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, great question. So I think, for us over the next 5 years, one of the things that's true in business, just like it's true in investing, is compounding interest. The more right things that you do lead to the more right opportunities. So when I think of my wealth management business, I've got a couple people that my goal is to help them hit their goals. And I think Zig Ziglar said it best. He said, if you help enough people hit their goals, you can have anything that you want. And so when I think about, my business, I think about how do I take my key people and help them have bigger opportunities. So what I look at is over the next 5 years, I'd like to see my business, more than triple. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to build leaders. And the result of that is, in my opinion, the number one thing that wealth does is it helps you buy your time back. So for me, when I think of money, when I think about wealth, really what it is, it's the ability to have options to do the things that you want to do. And for any entrepreneur, the most valuable asset that you have is your time. I heard somebody say the other day that the only person that's going to remember the late hours that you work are your kids, because they miss that time with you. And so for me, what I look at is over the next 5 years, just continuing to create more time freedom so that I can do the things that I want to do, which is invest in my wife and kids.
Man, I love that. Man. That was awesome, because that's what I'm hoping to do. I want to buy my time back so I can be with my kids at the games, with the basketball. Right. That's what we're doing it for, man. The cars are cool. The houses are cool. You can't take it with us.
Right.
Man, you can take your family with you.
That's
right.
What it is.
So, man, I want to be on that journey with you. I want to buy my time back. So when you figure it out, I want to know too.
Yeah.
So, man, we've known each other for a short period of time. Man, how have I blessed you in your life? How have I helped you?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that we were just laughing about is, we've known each other through social media, but our friendship is a few weeks long, right?
Yep.
And one of the things I appreciate is our first lunch that we had together, I called you and I said, hey, I don't really have time for lunch. Something popped up at one of the investment properties I just purchased. Can you come with me because I have to be there?
And what did I say?
And you were great. You were like, I'm in, like no problem, right? Let's do it. Pick me up.
Yep.
And so we just went there because we were just, our goal was just to spend some time together.
Yep.
And we're walking through my place and I'm sharing with you what I'm doing, the things I'm investing in, the things I'm going to kind of let be how they are. And you hooked me up with new cabinets at a wholesale price. and you added value. So I got cabinets because of you. I found my granite guy because of you. So we've got a 2-week relationship, and you've already added value to one of my investments. So
and that's what it's all about.
I appreciate that.
Relationship.
That's
the key
right.
to that is creating relationship.
That's right.
I'm willing to make deposits. I know you are.
Yeah.
Man, that's the best part. So, the best question of the day. I'm asking everybody. Best question.
Yeah.
What's more valuable? $1 million cash
Yeah.
or 1 million followers?
It's a great question because it depends on your skill set. So I've got a good friend, and he would always say, my business, our job is we take famous people, influencers, and we help them get rich, and we take rich people and we help them get famous. So the reason I say that is it depends on what your skill set is. Yeah. So when I think about what I've done, I look at the followers that I have, and you've got people with 400 followers, and they're making tens of millions a year. Easily. And you've got people with 1 million followers, and they're living on 60 grand a year because they haven't learned how to monetize their business. Correct. So the answer is it depends on what your skill set is. There's a lot of people that have monetized the 1 million followers, and very quickly it's more than $1 million. Easily. For me, it hasn't been that way. It's been traditional business. So I'd take the $1 million, and then I would, take that money and multiply it. So the answer is it depends on your skill set. But what I tell people is the older you get, the more you realize that you and I don't have the ability to do anything. What we have to look at is what are we skilled at, and what have we already proven to be successful in, and let's find that niche. And so for me, give me the $1 million. I've already proven I can multiply it.
Let's do it. You guys hear that? $1 million, not the 1 million followers, man. He did 150 million in his wealth management. He should know. Man, Trey, thank you, man.
Corey, great to be with you.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was good.
It's fun.
That was good.